Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mute the desktop audio again. Of course, you don't see that. I just, um, I guess it doesn't matter. Anyways, so now that I've got a mesh here and I've got I got the nav mesh and stuff. Now I need to create, a something to move around. Eventually be 3D sprite, but right now it's just going to be some, object, capsule object or whatever. And I'm actually going to go through this tutorial. You won't hear it or see it. You'll just see me doing thing here. So I'm just going to follow along with that, and you'll get to see how to do this. Okay. So hopefully you're not hearing this. New scene. And adding a new, okay, add new, say, kinematic, what? No, not add a new resource. What's going on? No, not a new resource. Oh, because I keep forgetting. For some reason, I guess it's just on older versions, the inspector and node tabs are swapped sides with the scene and import tabs. So anyways, new scene, kinematic body, okay, and right with a mesh instance, mesh instance. Okay, create, and mesh new uses a capsule. I guess capsule would be alright. Let's see here. What does he do here? And then he's going to rotate it somehow. Transform, rotation. Why? Rotating on the X, I guess. Okay, so all right. Okay, so let's switch this back to 90. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll save this as a. I'll call this player, even though it's not really a player, but we'll call it player anyways. Okay. In fact, I will call this. I will call this player. That. Just do that. Okay. And this says no shape, can't collide or interact. And that's just because we're doing like this nav mesh thing. So let's see. Transform. Scale it. Let's scale it to, I don't know, 0. Actually, I'll just leave it alone. And maybe I can scale it in the deal. Okay, so and then he added a script right? It looks like. So he added a script. I have to do this flip in my head because all of this stuff is over here in the tutorial video. So we'll do that. He just creates, and then I think he just deletes everything. Here, we'll go ahead and I'm just doing whatever's in this tutorial. In fact, I'll even link it, even though I'm not showing you what it is. I'll link it in when I upload it. Now I'm just gonna have to type in this. Here, I'm gonna check my time here. What time are we at? 6 minutes, okay. So I am going to go ahead and type in the script he has. Somehow he had it already either copied or something. So I'm going to go ahead and equals 0. Ready var. I don't know what onReady is. Nav equals get parent. Okay. Func ready, or actually underscore ready. I see it. It's an actual. It looks like it's a built-in function. So onReady would be like a signal kind of a thing. Add to group. Oh, I don't even know what. That's interesting. Add to group units. What would it say? Is there anything about units in here? I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and type it as he put it in there. I'm not dealing with units. I'll be dealing with just the one. But in order to make this work, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do it just as he has it in here. 6 process delta if path id less than path dot size var move back equals path index minus global transform dot origin. Okay. Close parentheses. If move back at length is less than 0.1. See, this is so weird to me because your function starting and your if statements, they need an end, and if you were just they need these, but if you're doing like a C++, C#, that kind of thing, basically you'd have parentheses around here to define the beginning and end of the actual comparison statement or the function header. Well, not the function header, that's normal, but you'd have that. You'd have the curly brackets, right? And that would determine the beginning and the end, not the indentation. Because now I can't indentate. Like sometimes when I'm programming and I'm trying to think up stuff, and I type in a bunch of stuff like variables and stuff. Sometimes I don't indent it on purpose. I'm putting it in temporarily to see, you know, if I'm going to keep it, and then later I might do it like a block indent. But you can't really do that here. You can't just, you know, type it in. It's got to be indented. Whereas if I'm doing an if statement, instead of the colon, yeah, you have 2 extra characters there, but then you know that anything after it, up to a semicolon, is the end of the line, and that doesn't rely on indentation either. So I find this kind of Python-esque kind of thing kind of pretty weird, and but you know, it is what it is. So it's not like I can, you know, do anything about it. I mean, other than actually using like C#, and I have to install. I actually think Unity installed Visual Studio, I think, like one of the free versions or whatever. So it's possible I could have linked to that, but I don't really have that. So I figured I'd just go ahead and smooth and slide, move, vec, that normalized times move speed, comma, vector 3, 0, comma 1, comma 0. Okay. That. Okay. And then this is the other thing. If you are using brackets in if you're using brackets, it will automatically jump back to the indent you were at before, instead of having to do the extra keystrokes to do that. So that's another weird thing that makes the makes this weird. And then of course, if you don't like curly brackets and semicolons and all that stuff, Pascal took it a little bit further. I mean, they didn't really take anything further. It's just the way it was made. But in Pascal, you actually had to put begin and end, and you had procedures and functions. Procedures just did stuff, little like subroutines, and so they just did stuff directly, and then functions always returned something. So you have that. But in the end, I think Pascal is kind of easier to read, because you know when begin and end stops. It still had semicolons, still had that. To me, it was still even better than C. But in any case, now, right, I need a colon here, and everything should be hunky dory. Let's save it. Okay, good. Okay, so let's check here and see if, yeah, that's still muted. And what time are we at? We're really basically at the end of the video time. So wait till, let's see, let me check here. So that was actually, we're on the 3rd video, so now we'll just do one more for the day. Pardon for my lack of shaving. I know it looks yucky, but beg your pardon. Okay, so we'll see if we can get this working. It should work, because his worked, and so far I'm doing the same thing, and it seems to be working out okay. So hopefully we'll see in the next video whether this works out or not, or whether I have a bunch of errors and nothing works. So thanks for watching. See you next time.